Gomer Pyle. Weeknights at 9:30 on MeTV 19.1.
The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, devastating floods swept through Texas this weekend, leaving communities shattered. We'll have the latest from the tragedy. Plus, we speak with Marquette Area Public Schools about how they're navigating the uncertainty of state funding, with lawmakers failing to come to an agreement. And Escanaba is taking big steps to become more inclusive for older adults. We'll have the details. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Dakota, I was going to tell Kelly, great job for giving us this great weather, but since you're here, I guess you get all the credit.
Yes, Kelly taking the week off, but I am here with you tonight and every night through Friday. So nice to be back. Things looking really good for today, but that gorgeous weather does come to an end. Let's take a look at it here. We'll take a look at Doppler Max to start off with, and we have been quiet. Not a thing showing up on our radar screen tonight, which is the good news here. Temperatures here definitely on the mild side. We've at 77 down into Iron Mountain, and we are going to see those temperatures warm up as we head throughout the week. Temperatures bottoming out around 50 tonight. Rain arrives tomorrow. We'll time it all out in just a few minutes.
Dakota, thank you very much. A Norway man has been sentenced for sexually assaulting 2 minors. 24-year-old Trenton McWilliams received 8 to 15 years in prison for sexual assaulting those minors in 2018 and 2022. He was extradited from California last year through Operation Survivor Justice, a partnership targeting fugitive offenders. After serving his sentence, McWilliams will face electronic monitoring and sex offender registration. What's being called a once-in-a-lifetime flooding event devastated several counties across Texas this weekend. Thoughts, prayers, and relief are pouring into the Lone Star State today from across the country as search and rescue efforts continue. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live on Capitol Hill with the latest details tonight. Brendan, good evening.
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening to you. It's tough to find the right words to describe the magnitude of this tragic flooding that took place over the weekend in Texas and just how many lives were impacted. We've heard dozens of stories of families, friends, and others gathering to celebrate the nation's birthday that ultimately ended in tragedy. We have, however, also heard dozens of truly heroic stories that prove that Mother Nature at its worst often brings out the very best of humanity.
There's people screaming in the river. We're evacuating everybody. Oh my God. Can you knock on your neighbor's door?
Tragedy in Texas. Devastating weekend flash flooding in what's known as the Hill Country has claimed at least 90 lives across 6 counties, including 27 campers and counselors from Camp Mystic, a beloved summer camp now at the center of heartbreak. It all began with a line of storms late July 3rd, dumping up to 18 inches of rain in some parts of Kerr County. Rivers rose fast, leaving families, friends, and campers little to no time to react.
It's a horrible thing that took place. Absolutely horrible. This was the thing that happened in seconds. Nobody expected it. Nobody saw it. Very talented people are there, and they didn't see it. It's, I guess they said, once in 100 years. They've never seen anything like this. President Trump signed a major disaster declaration Sunday, activating FEMA to assist in rescue and recovery, despite saying in June he plans to phase out the agency after this year's hurricane season and shift response and recovery efforts to the states.
Are you still planning to phase out FEMA?
Well, FEMA is something we can talk about later, but right now they're busy working, so we'll leave it at that. Still, FEMA's potential phase-out and recent budget cuts at the National Weather Service have sparked criticism in the wake of the flooding. The White House saying Monday any blame toward the administration is a, quote, depraved lie.
And it serves no purpose during this time of national mourning. More than 400 first responders from 20 agencies continued to work around the clock. The U.S. Coast Guard deployed thermal imaging to help locate survivors. So far, over 850 people have been rescued. And Kevin, flood warnings remain in effect across central Texas until
later this evening, including in the very saturated hill country area, which is what experienced the worst of this weekend's flooding. President Trump is expected to go down and tour some of the damaged areas that really saw the worst of this flooding from this weekend. He's expected to be down there later this week. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, thank you very much. With the start of the new fiscal year last week, many schools are finalizing their budgets for the upcoming year, but schools in Michigan are facing some unforeseen complications. WZMQ 19's Samuel McKnight spoke with Marquette Area Public Schools about what they're doing to prepare for the coming academic year.
The state of Michigan was supposed to finalize their education budget for the 2025-26 school year by July 1st, but now, almost a week later, the budget is still undecided. Now Michigan school districts like MAPS is trying to plan their own budget without knowing what the state will do.
Having not received a per pupil increase last year, we took a conservative approach this year and we went with a 2% increase to our per pupil funding, but that's just a guess on our part. We don't know what we're going to receive.
Lampman says the disagreement between the governor and Congress has led to some uncertainty in other areas beyond basic funding.
Another big question is, are we going to have universal free meals for the 25-26 school year? That's an unknown. Again, I believe the governor's office was in support of universal free meals for next year. The House version of the bill had that pulled. So until the state reconciles what they're willing to adopt, we're just kind of left in limbo.
Lampman also says right now the district is in a good place to handle the uncertainty.
Right now we're in a good financial position. We can weather the storm currently. Not that there's a storm, there's just some uncertainty as to what our future funding is going to be at the state level.
But there are other districts who might not be.
If we see another year where we don't receive a per pupil increase to our funding, I think there are districts out there that may have to cut back in certain areas in order to balance the budget. I can't speak for other districts.
MAPS says it will likely need to adjust its budget once the state funding is agreed upon. Samuel McKnight, WZMQ 19 News, Marquette.
One UP city is working to create a more livable community for residents of all ages and abilities. Escanaba has enrolled in AARP's network of age-friendly states and communities. The city will conduct a public assessment to determine the needs of community members ages 50 and older. Officials will also identify services that are already available for older adults and talk with providers about ways to fill in the gaps as demand increases.
The numbers show every year we're getting a little bit older, and although we're trying to retain our young people and really kind of grow our population, the reality is we are aging. We need to mitigate some of the challenges and connect people with resources too, that if you're going to stay here, let's make it a little bit easier to live here, a little bit more enjoyable to live here.
The city is developing a survey to gather input from the public, and that will be available soon on the city's website. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break, plus fireworks shows across the UP were postponed over the weekend due to poor weather. And later, Jim Koski is here for Life in the 906. He's sharing some of the worst pests we face during the summer months in the UP. We're back in 2 minutes.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
CBS Thursday. Big Brother is back with an all-new season, with all new twists and turns, an all-new theme, and of course, all new house guests. But on the season premiere, something so startling will happen, it'll leave the house guests freaked out.
Don't miss a minute of the drama in the Big Brother house.
Big Brother is back, CBS Thursday, 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Mathis Court is in session.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here. It's our Super Summer Sale. It's one of our biggest mattress sales of the year. All our bedding manufacturers are offering big discounts. Not just one mattress, but on every mattress. All the latest models are here for you to try. All in different comfort levels, firm, plush, or pillow top, from Serta, Sealy, Stearn & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic. And for added comfort, add a matching power adjustable base at big discounts too. Shuck Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a really gorgeous day today. Lots of sunshine here, just a few high-level clouds wisping on by. Temperature here in Marquette as we sit right now, 68 degrees with that northeast wind of 13, and that dew point really not comfortable at 50 degrees. Remember, the lower the dew point, the more drier the air is, so the more comfortable it feels. Here are temperatures across the UP. Again, 68 here into Marquette. We're about 77 into Iron Mountain. We've got some of the warmer spots down here to the south and to the west, 76 out into Ironwood, but we're dealing with a lot of sunshine across the UP. Doing any fishing tomorrow, we're looking pretty decent. We'll give you 2 stars. Again, I think there will be some decent times here, but we are going to deal with some scattered showers and thunderstorms rolling back in as we head through the day on Tuesday. Your first major time at 11:04 in the morning to about 1:04 in the afternoon, then at 10:38 at night to about 12:38 on Wednesday morning. And of course, the moon now getting close to full at 90% illumination, south winds 5 to 10. So that southerly wind flow always means warmer air. Doppler Max is quiet, not a thing going on. Our radar is nice and quiet, which is the good news, but widening the view, we have showers and thunderstorms out here to our west. This is what's going to be moving in here as we head into tomorrow. We're not expecting any severe weather tomorrow, which is the good news, but there could be some heavy downpours at times. Let's show it to you on First Weather Futurecast by 2 in the morning. Those showers and storms start to creep out towards Ironwood. So this is mostly a morning deal. You see those showers and storms 9 a.m. out towards Marquette, down towards Iron Mountain. So your morning commute could be a little bit soggy and a bit rumbly, so definitely have the umbrellas and the rain gear tomorrow. We'll have a few showers and storms that'll linger into the afternoon. Then it kind of tapers off as we head through the overnight Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. We'll see more clouds to start, but I think we'll mix in a little bit of sunshine here and there as we work into the afternoon. Our southerly wind flow continues, so that southerly wind is going to propel our temperatures up, especially as we head into the middle and later part of the week. We're talking 80s returning again, so if you've been missing some of the heat, it'll come back, don't worry. And you see maybe a little bit of a lake breeze out towards Marquette may keep the immediate Lake Superior shorelines a little bit cooler. But there you see the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. We are expecting slightly warmer than average temperatures, so if you like summer, it's coming back. 58 into Marquette tonight. We'll go about 60 out into Eagle Harbor. A few showers there. 58 into Iron Mountain. Let's talk about the next 7. 72 tomorrow. Few showers and storms mainly in the morning. We'll hold on to a few in the afternoon. 68 Wednesday. That's the last cool day. Then look at those temperatures. 70s on Thursday. Then we're back into the 80s Friday through the weekend with just a few isolated storms here and there as we start next week.
Dakota, thanks again. On Saturday, 4th of July fireworks were postponed in several UP communities due to the weather. Aerial displays in Ishpeming, Escanaba, and Manistee fell victim to the weather with safety concerns over lightning, which can cause fireworks to detonate prematurely. Strong winds also posed a hazard. The fireworks show in Escanaba and Manistee have been rescheduled for the night of July 12th. Ishpeming's fireworks will take place on July 26th. Coming up next, President Trump is announcing new tariffs on Japan and South Korea. We'll have the details on potential impacts when we come back.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2, a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget,
Choice Privileges makes it easy to earn points and maximize any vacation. You can earn reward nights fast and redeem at over 7,400 hotels. Maximized. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
With Reynolds Wrap, cooking becomes so easy, you can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Easy prep, easy cook, easy clean. Reynolds Wrap.
The all-new CBS Evening News. Not like anything else on TV.
Can your business survive this?
If you build back exactly the same way, expect the exact same result.
If this is the end of my American dream, I'm going to go down swinging.
It's that time of year again. It's Christmas in July at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Christmas has come early for our customers the entire month of July. It's our biggest store-wide sale of the year, with up to 60% off. That's what I said, up to 60% off. Loose diamonds up to 50% off. Santa has come down the chimney at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers.
She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The Trump administration is announcing 25% tariffs on Japan and South Korea. It comes ahead of a meeting between the president, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the third meeting between the two leaders since the start of President Trump's second term. Erica Brown has the latest from the White House.
President Trump and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu meet at the White House Monday evening, where the two leaders are expected to discuss a new nuclear agreement with Iran following last month's strikes, as well as a proposed ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
The utmost priority for the president right now in the Middle East is to end the war in Gaza and to return all of the hostages.
Ahead of the meeting, the father of one of the remaining Israeli hostages told CBS News they are counting on President Trump to seal the deal.
We are hoping and asking President Donald Trump to make Netanyahu end the war and go to a hostage deal.
An official briefed on the negotiations tells CBS News the current proposal is for a 60-day ceasefire with a phased release of hostages, Israeli troop withdrawals from parts of Gaza, and discussions on a permanent end to the conflict. President Trump is also escalating his trade war with newly announced 25% tariffs on Japan and South Korea beginning August 1st.
We have these beautiful letters.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt displayed letters sent to the two countries and said about a dozen more trade partners will soon receive similar letters. President Trump announced tariffs on dozens of countries back in April, but put a 90-day pause in place for negotiations. With that deadline approaching Wednesday, the White House now says trade partners will have until August 1st to make new deals.
My mailbox was full last night with a lot of new offers, a lot of new proposals, so it's going to be a busy couple of days.
So far, only two countries, Vietnam and the United Kingdom, have finalized new trade agreements.
The week of July 4th ended with the busiest travel day of a very busy stretch of summer travel. Millions of Americans made it home safely yesterday in spite of some mishaps at the airports and in the sky. Many other travelers are still on their way. The FAA says there are more than 50,000 flights scheduled today. Chris Van Cleve has more.
As the Independence Day holiday gives way to Back to Work Day, millions of Americans are again hitting the road and taking to the skies amid challenging summer weather. For Amanda Corchado, it meant staying in Fort Myers, Florida, a little longer than planned.
Our flight did get canceled on Saturday. That was the only hiccup, but we were able to get on Sunday, and they added an additional day.
The TSA expects more than 18.5 million flyers during the holiday rush. Sunday was American Airlines' busiest day of the entire summer.
Just to confirm, this is a bomb threat, correct?
Affirmative.
This Allegiant flight to Roanoke, Virginia, returned safely to St. Petersburg, Florida, after an argument allegedly led to a passenger making that bomb threat. And July 4th got off to a rough start for passengers on JetBlue Flight 488.
Yeah, we
have no braking, no steering. We're trying to stop the aircraft. Roger.
JetBlue and the FAA are now investigating after the Airbus A320 bound for Worcester, Massachusetts had a hydraulic issue as it was taxiing in Orlando Friday.
Roll the equipment. We're slowly rolling towards the grass because we have no brakes, no steering.
The airline says there were no injuries, but the plane ended up in the grass. In Detroit, a lightning strike is being blamed for this unusual sight. The fire suppression system inside the Spirit Airlines hangar deployed, flooding the area with foam. And on the roads, AAA forecast a record of nearly 62 million drivers over July 4th who found gas prices at a 4-year low. The Damon family was gassing up on the New Jersey Turnpike.
We've got to get on the road to beat the traffic.
We need to get gas and then hit the road.
The first couple weeks of July are seen as the peak of summer travel for the airlines, so expect the airports to stay busy. Spirit says it had to pull 3 planes out of service for inspections after that foam incident, but no scheduled flights were affected. And JetBlue says safety is its top priority. It is working with the FAA on the investigation into that hydraulics issue.
Don't go away. Jim Koski has your Life in the 906 after this.
What took you so long to wind up in my bed?
The soapiest soaps on TV are on CBS.
There is nothing you can do to stop her.
Well, I can.
Giving up? You should know by now. I never give up.
You truly are something else.
This better be worth disrupting my evening. Don't make an enemy out of me. A CBS Super Soapy Summer with all new episodes all summer long. CBS weekdays and streaming on Paramount Plus.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Power up your summer fun with the power of choice. Toyota's lineup offers the most electrified hybrid and all-wheel drive choices out there. Like the best-selling Tacoma with up to 326 horsepower. Now you can get 4.75 APR financing on a new 25 Tacoma. Or lease this new 25 Tacoma SR5 for just $289 a month. With 2 years no-cost maintenance. That's the power of choice. Toyota. Let's go places.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Welcome back, everyone. Mr. Jim Koski, the legend. I feel like I haven't called you that in a while, my friend. What do you have for us today?
Legend, huh? Okay. Summer is a time of great joy in the UP. Unfortunately, it's also the time when we have to deal with a few annoying things as well. So with that in mind, let me share Jim's list of the UP's biggest summer pests. And I'm even going to leave out the 2 biggest in the past few years, tourists and Canadian fire haze. Kicking off the list, road construction season. Yes, I know road work needs to be done, but this year, road construction is so bad that it's literally impossible to get from Marquette to Escanaba on a highway without having to take a detour. That's bad. Up next, black flies. No one anywhere in the history of the world has had a good thing to say about black flies. Another pest? Sweater weather. There are 92 days in summer. To have even one of those days be cold enough to have to throw on a sweater or, horror of horrors, long pants just isn't right. To me, that's actually worse than the black flies. Finally, the biggest summer pest in the UP varies by where you live, but shares one horrid characteristic. For most of the UP, the #1 summer pest is our official state bird, the mosquito. As soon as you hear you know that your day or night is about to be ruined. But for a place like Marquette, the biggest summer pain is not a mosquito, but something else with a high-pitched whine that tells you your day is about to go downhill: the leaf blower. Now, this may just be me, but do you really need to wake up the dead just to make sure there's not an errant blade of grass on your grass? You have heard of a new invention called a rake, right? So there you have it, my list of the biggest summer pests in the UP. I hope that your next few summer months are relatively free of bugs, detours, and of course, that obnoxious dude next door. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
I want to hear the mosquito sound again, but we're running out of time, unfortunately. Next. All right, that's not Jim. Thanks, Jim. And don't forget to join Jim weekday afternoons on Q107 WMQT. Strolling through a park or beach, you may have stumbled upon an engagement photo session. But what about a solo shoot? Online dating profiles are changing the landscape for professional photographers, and as Derek James reports, consumers are finding a picture that speaks 1,000 words is worth the investment.
Cheers, yes!
Alicia Anderson is taking a shot.
Beautiful.
At love.
I've had quite a few friends find success in dating online, so I decided to recently make that switch.
At 36, Anderson is seeking genuine connection.
When I was initially making my profile, I was struggling to find pictures to put of myself. I felt like I had to crop all my friends out, and nothing truly captured myself, my personality.
Get that beautiful pose.
Not long after, she noticed Shannon O'Malley's online dating photography on Instagram.
It has become the biggest bulk of my business.
A professional photographer for over 15 years, O'Malley's focus for the last 2.5 years has been helping singles, ranging in age from 25 to 70, create standout images for their dating profile.
These are people who are serious about getting out there and wanting to find love.
Is there stigma around hiring a pro to shoot dating profiles?
Absolutely, there is. So yeah, some people may not tell their friends or family that they're doing this, but then a lot of what I hear back is that once they get their photos back, they're proud to show them because they feel good.
A feeling O'Malley says she needed when she stepped into the world of online dating in her 40s.
Good.
It led her to her husband of 4 years, and it helped her see her true self again.
Good. But it just gave me this profound empowerment of like, oh, there I am. We can lose sight of ourselves easily.
An important lesson O'Malley passes on to clients like Anderson in each one of her shoots.
The pictures definitely have worked for me, but also I just feel so good about myself.
And that, she says, is worth the investment.
Don't go away. Final look at weather after this.
Mr. Mattress here. It's our Super Summer Sale. It's one of our biggest mattress sales of the year. All our bedding manufacturers are offering big discounts. Not just one mattress, but on every mattress. All the latest models are here for you to try. All in different comfort levels, firm, plush, or pillow top, from Serta, Sealy, Stearn & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic. And for added comfort, add a matching power adjustable base at big discounts too. Shuck Shunks of Marquette today.
CBS Thursday. Big Brother is back with an all-new season, with all-new twists and turns, an all-new theme, and of course, all-new house guests. But on the season premiere, something so startling will happen, it'll leave the house guests freaked out.
Don't miss a minute of the drama in the Big Brother house.
Big Brother is back, CBS Thursday, 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide
1-800-215-6164.
Temperatures tonight dipping off into the lower 70s across much of the UP. And as we take a look at tomorrow, things actually look pretty decent here. As we take a look at the next 7, we are going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms returning tomorrow. And that will take us into the afternoon as well. Temperatures getting into the 80s. We've got much more weather details coming up tonight at 11, so join us then.
Dakota, thanks again. And finally tonight, the Hancock Trails Club is announcing a new project. The Trails Club will break down in a newly renovated trailhead and bike park through the Mastohito and Churning Rapids trails by the end of July. Recently, the project was accepted into a grant campaign through the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. With this, the Trails Club must meet a community-funded goal of $50,000 over the next month to receive a matching grant. And that's all we have for right now, everyone. We'll see you later tonight.